Muted. There we go. Test, test. Yeah, sweet. Okay. We have a Feast for Odin game this morning, and let's get things lined up correctly. I am playing. Whoops, that's not correct at all. I'm playing with one of the higher rated players currently. I mean, it's very early, but Garzad presumably knows what he's actually doing. We have a beginner in front of us that probably has no clue what he's doing. We kind of know what we're doing. This player also has a win, so it'll be interesting. Definitely could lose this game to Garzad potentially. In first seat, I think the strongest move in 4-player is indeed this spot. You get 4 wood and an ore. It's quite nice. That's what he started the game with. I think it makes a lot of sense. It's certainly what I would have started with. My next move here, I would like to take 2 wood. 2 wood just enables you to build a bunch of boats next action, and I do think building a boat early is generally the kind of mainline strat. If I can't 2 wood, I probably just try to hunt. I'd have to roll a 1 to succeed, but failing at hunting gets me a wood, and at least lets me maybe build a whaling boat. We do in 4-player have these copy spaces, so we can copy an action in the first column if it's used by somebody else. You can't copy your own action, but yeah. Garzad is being nice here. Robo's, yeah, being slow thus far, but it's his first game. We have a terrible starting occupation. Anytime you take weekly market actions, you get a milk. Milk is cool, but these actions in the weekly market column are trash. They're really bad. So our occupation is terrible here, which is also sad. But RoboQuest is taking a ton of resources. That's fine. That's not a concern to me. I don't like this action very much. Like, yeah, you get 5 resources, but I think it's just too much. Too much stuff. We want 2 wood. We're gonna take it from here. I don't want to make the other strips too much better yet, so I should throw out stream announcements. Not that there's potentially a ton of a Feast for Odin people out this morning, but I'm hoping this game takes like about 2 hours, and then I might do an Agricola. We'll see. Also, Fire 2 open games later today. I couldn't commit to casting it. I should really look at the schedule, though. What time are these things? 1 p.m. Eastern, so noon? Yeah, that's the problem. Like, by noon, I'm probably going to be off doing other things, but I might be able to play this and do the other things, so we'll see. Garzad goes for the whaling boat here. So he opens... He's going to probably go whaling next then, which is a pretty sweet opening. I'm a fan of it. But it looks like this... Well, it depends on what RoboQuest does. If RoboQuest... I mean, RoboQuest could use the rest of his actions to take this longship, but if he doesn't do that, I'm going to build a longship. And then I still have 3 Vikings left, or I would still have 2 Vikings left to be able to, like, pillage a tile in order to place on my home board and unlock that early income. Having the early longship enables me to, access any of these islands. I could just run another Iceland game this morning or something. Greenland is also quite good. So I have some good options this way if I can get the longship here. I do think there's probably a bit of a turn order issue in a Feast for Odin, but I'll find out more about that long term. But yeah, I think first seat is probably slightly advantaged, and it goes down from there. I suspect a Feast for Odin has worse turn order issues than Agricola does, but we'll see in the long run. But RoboQuest is taking more resources, doing some sort of upgrade action. It's totally fine. Not a concern to me in the slightest. I definitely am going to go build this longship. I think having the first longship is pretty powerful. Not that it's like that strong, but I just think it's the best action available to me. I wouldn't mind going for like the whaling route. I wouldn't mind doing other things, but I think this is just going to be the best. One thing I didn't talk about yet in yesterday's stream is anytime that you take these actions, you can draw the occupation before or after you take the action, much like you can play the occupation before or after you take the action. Generally, just doing it before is good, but you can't undo, so typically when I draw, I just click the button, but it doesn't matter. This occupation's not that good either. You need a lot of longships, and then you're allowed to take this plunder action for less Vikings. It's pretty good if we get 4 longships. It's just 4 longships is very expensive. But maybe we might actually play into this. We might play into this occupation a little. If we get a really good income engine going again with like Iceland, Baffin, or Greenland type stuff, it's possible that we could, yeah, get a really good income engine going, buy a bunch of longships, and then use this the last couple rounds. But Norwegians, whatever action. Oh, yeah, no, I completely agree. Look, Norwegians solved a lot of things with this game. No, like, the base game definitely has some issues. RoboQuest does go whaling and succeeds, or not RoboQuest, Gazad, but yeah, what a good start. Not even having to spend anything, he just gets it. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I think I just pillage here for tiles. That is the right play. The other thing is I could just take Iceland. Iceland just gives me 1 income here, but I think it's better to pillage this round, try to get a tile to cover up these things. 5 is not going to quite do it. 2 is not going to do it. 9 will do it. Now, what do I actually take? For 9, I could take this guy. Can I? No, that's not a good tile. I need something that fills these 4 spaces for sure. So honestly, it might be actually just take this helmet, or it could be just take this. I guess I just take this. Or I could go to 10. Wait a sec. I do have a sword already. But I really don't want these bigger tiles yet. I just want to get 2 income here. So we take this as a success, and I think I just take this for now. It's fine. I could get the other stuff later. We're just going to put this on our home board to get income, and then our plan is next round, we're going to take Iceland, we're going to pillage, and then we're going to get a couple other tiles, however possible, to put onto Iceland right away. We're going to try to use round 2 to get some income going on Iceland. We'll use round 3 probably to mostly fill Iceland, or we might use round 3 just to snag Greenland, and then really double down on filling those boards during round 3, 4, 5, get our income super ratcheted up. We'll see. But I'm certainly not sad about this start. Things are certainly good from this position. This is a solid opening. It does look like, unfortunately, purple is going to get the moose here. So I'm going to be last next round. So that's a little sad, but it's fine. Again, nobody can pillage yet. Oh, somebody did buy a Gnar though. Whoops. Okay. So there is a lot of competition for Iceland now. Blue can open next round by taking Iceland, which that's gonna cramp my style. I might not get an exploration board next round. Well, no, I could always copy. So the reason I say I might not get an exploration board is somebody takes Iceland. I'm pretty sure Garzad is gonna go and either take Shetland or Lofoten or Lofoten. I don't actually know how to pronounce that correctly, but you can take these boards with a whaling boat, and they're both pretty reasonable. But I could copy whichever one he doesn't and take the other, or I could spend 3 Vikings and take Tierra del Fuego early. That might actually work too. I do think I want an exploration board next round. I mean, home board strategies are okay, but I think exploration boards are stronger. But maybe just doing a home board strat would work, though. Actually, it's possible. You'd like to see my attempt at TDF. Okay. I mean, maybe I'd go that way. I mean, the default is just taking Iceland. Do you think it's kind of bad? I think it's kind of bad too. I don't think it's great. That's kind of where I'm not sure if rushing TDF here is better than just doing home board. I mostly take this island once it builds up like a ton of silver and I don't have a lot else to do, and I think it's okay then. But I do think Iceland, Greenland, Baffin, like I think pretty like yeah, I think these four islands are just better. I think the backside of Faroe is better. If Iceland or Greenland ever flips, they're better. Bear Island and TDF are about the same to me. Orkney and TDF are about the same to me. But yeah, we'll see how this round goes though. If this player doesn't take Iceland here, I probably just take Iceland because I'm a lame-o. This player is taking a ton of resources. Yeah, see, I don't think this action's very good. I see people do this fairly often. I guess here you get some cool items, but I just don't think it's very good. TDF is so awkward for the puzzle. Yeah, you think Bear is a little better just because the yeah. So I agree. That is the awkward part, right? I mean, that's why Faroe is awful. Puzzling this island is absolutely misery. The just the like you need so many small tiles, and the problem is it's really hard to get a lot of small tiles efficiently to puzzle. TDF kind of has that same problem. I agree. Like, where do you even put a 3x3 on TDF, right? Like, if you whale, where do you put it? There's nowhere to put it, and that's like the biggest problem with these islands compared to the others is like some of the best actions in the game, like whaling, give you this big whale meat tile. You can't put it on this board. Like it just doesn't fit anywhere. Now, technically, you could put it on TDF and cover up a bonus, but again, that's like super inefficient. Part of the benefits of exploration boards and stuff is that, yeah, you get to avoid that. Garzad builds another whaling boat here. That's an interesting strategy to me. Double down on the whaling boats, so you're the only one that can whale again, and then just keep whaling for a bit. I don't like hate it, but anyhow, I'm gonna be boring. Even though maybe I should be showing off cooler stuff, I'm gonna be boring. That's pretty dangerous when blue had 4 silver. Yeah, I mean that's what I mean. Blue can buy a whaling boat and whale. Like I don't get this. Also, like I partly don't get it because I thought he should get an exploration board. Like I thought he was going to take Shetland or Lofoten. That's what I would do. But these guys apparently aren't quite on my line of thought of just take boards. I'm going to be lame and take Iceland again. I think it's very good. I might try to take Greenland next round, but nobody else can pillage yet either. So I definitely get pillaging back here. I also nobody can raid. I can try to raid and pillage. Pretty happy about that. I do have 2 snares in hand. I don't hate laying a snare as one of my actions either. I'm hoping to get like maybe 4 income out of Iceland this round and maybe unlock this. I mean, that's quite a few spaces I have to get, but I have 5 Vikings, so between some actions, hopefully I can get there. This action is actually probably fine for me too. Turning a flax into a linen is okay. I think some people overvalue this space. Spending your flax is actually a little painful food cost in the long run, especially if you're ever going to go do some longhouses. But I think it's okay to do occasionally. I just think I see some players like take it a lot when they're beginners, and it seems exciting. But I think it's a little more costly than it first appears. The only thing I will say about this space is that you wait, whoa, somebody's buying tiles with their Gnar. That makes sense. Yeah, he's buying tiles here. So some of the silver stuff is going away here because this is a cool space I didn't show off yesterday. But when you have a Gnar, you do get to buy silver tiles, which is fine. But I don't I don't really like what this player is doing particularly. They've used a lot of their Vikings for a bunch of resources that they're not using. I'm not convinced. They did get a bunch of stuff on their board at least, but Garzad took advantage of a great strip here. Yeah, he was able to take 2 silver. Anytime you can take 2 silver off of a strip, it's pretty good. In fact, there's a 1 silver reward here for this space. If I had anything worth upgrading, this would be a very good action right now. So that's a bit of a shame. 2 silver and an upgrade action is like really good. I just don't need the upgrade. part of it, but 2 silver is very good. I might even just take it anyhow. Is just 2 silver and turning one of these red just to solve my feeding a good enough action here? I'm not convinced that's a good enough action. I can snare. I can still try to snare, pillage, and raid this round, it appears. And if I play it a bit slower, well, it looks like Garzad might play it slow enough to outstall me. No, he's probably still wailing somewhere in here. He's going to have a good round because I'm going to leave this open to him. Yeah, he's my biggest opponent, but I think laying a snare is very good. Well, it's not that great chance of success, right? But failing is not that punitive here. There's like no way Garzad is laying a snare here. My other 2 opponents can't though. So I'm gonna just raid first and see what I get. 5 is not good enough, 1 is not good enough, 4 is not good enough, we fail. Failing is not that big of an issue here because we're about to pillage, and so now we just have another sword and another stone for our pillage action. So we just basically get +2 to pillaging, potentially. But it does mean that we're a little further, filling this island's a little trickier, so we're going to hope to get lucky on the laying a snare, and if we don't get lucky on laying a snare, then we're probably just going to take this action and hope we get something good pillaging. Blue at least takes the 2 silver in the upgrade action, so that's fine. I'm mostly happy that Garzad doesn't get it here, because, like, 2 silver and upgrading this whale meat was such a good action. I'm actually not sure about his... I don't know. I don't think I agree now that I think about it about taking a stone and 2 silver. Taking 2 silver in the upgrade action would have been very good, but just gonna whale here and then probably do some upgrades. Still is very good. Rolls a 2 again, makes it easy. Yeah, that's sweet. Getting some really good whaling rolls too, which is a little bit of a bummer. Don't like to see the strongest opponent get good rolls. Hunting gets taken here. That's fine. It's a good action. I think I pillaged next because, again, I think there's like no chance that he's actually going to try to lay a snare. And I might not want to lay a snare just in case I want to be first player next round. If I pillage here, I can see how Garzad uses his Vikings and try to outstall him to be start player. So we'll pillage first. Come on, high number. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. All right, we're good. We don't have to complain. We don't have to complain further. We're going to spend a sword for sure and take 13. This 13 tile is very good on Iceland. We can nestle it like right in here. Spend a little silver. Actually, the 12, I maybe should have undone that. 12, I forgot, we did the 12 trick yesterday too. The 12 works very well also, but I think the 13 is going to be fine here still. We do need a little bit of help to actually place this tile here. But we can get there. We can get there. Even spending our stone for this action, like coupled with this action, will give us quite a bit of coverage still. And we'll be able to do it. Yeah, that would work. That would work reasonably well. Because we could put this guy here, put the 2-space runestone here, and we could put the 4-space green tile here, and then put a silver, and like, well, we don't even have to put that silver yet, so that would work. We could get our 4 income in our oil barrel. That was kind of the benchmark I was hoping to get to this round, and we should be able to get there. Actually, yeah, snaring is actually probably the wrong action, right? Snaring does not work with the tile I took here. Snaring is a mistake. I want to take this action and this action. Yeah, taking this and this should be the best here. Or try to get stupidly lucky on hunting off of imitating. I don't hate that, actually. The thing that I absolutely need is this. I do need this little runestone thing. It's going to absolutely solve the issues here. I might imitate hunting here. Even though it's really low odds, getting a wood and a bow to make it better odds later is nice. I'm just not a huge fan of this. Although, wait, this unlocks the oil barrel. without having to spend this. So this allows me to get the oil bonus without having to spend silver on it. It also lets me possibly buy the fish bonus if I want to. Huh. Tricky, tricky. Tricky. It's probably better to do this. We will get to be start player for the next round, so an interesting thing we could do then is, yeah, I could open next round by just taking Greenland, and we could really double down on just like massive income strats. Yellow took the action we want, but we do have imitate, so we can just imitate that action. I think I just copy that action here. I think this thing is very good for us as well. And now we gotta place goods on our boards in order to get income. We would like income though. I actually might, I'm thinking I should put this here rather than put this across, just because this helps with filling, I think, a little more later, without having to spend as much silver to achieve things. Oh, actually, we have to spend no silver. I mean, we have to spend a silver to get this oil, but save and done. So we're about to get 6 income, which is going to take us to 8. We could spend 1, 2, 3, 4 in order to get this fish, but more importantly, we could spend 4 to get a stone and an ore. That's actually I might jump 4 silver for the stone and the ore bonus. The fish bonus is nice, but spending 4 on it's a little annoying, and it's also a little annoying because, like, I can fit really good tiles in this section. This is part of why Iceland is so good. It fits any tile. But if I put a bunch of silver here, it like slightly cramps things. It's a little better, I think, to fill in these spots. And I think I prefer an ore and a stone. But yeah. Oh, I also have to spend a silver on the feast here. Yeah, I have to spend a silver on the feast. I'm going to spend quite a bit of silver on feasting this game, just the way it is. So, okay, do I spend my 4 silver? The reason to not spend 4 silver here is that silver is super flexible on filling in boards, and I am talking about doubling down on like getting Greenland here and trying to unlock, you know, the whale, like trying to unlock this whale meat bonus, and then maybe a little income off Greenland is pretty good. But at the same time, like an ore, I could finally put an ore onto my longship to help with raiding attempts. The stone helps me on raiding attempts. So I think it just buys me bigger tiles, and we'll go back to our mantra of our strategy is maximize income and bonuses. So we'll pay a bunch for this bonus here. Yeah, I think it's worth it. So we do all that. Okay. What do we do this round? Oh, we have like no food, by the way. We probably have to take this 2 fish action to feed at some point this round. But really, I think I just want to raid, pillage, take Greenland. I think that's a pretty good strat. What's everybody else up to, by the way? Yellow, okay, so yellow super aggressively is filling their home board, is what they're doing with all their stuff. I don't mind that. That's a pretty good strategy. But oh wow, they spent all their income for bonuses. So this is what I don't love, right? Like yellow has very little flexibility this round in filling stuff. I'm gonna just take Greenland here. I'm gonna do the lame-o double down on these boards. I'm gonna take Bear Island was also an option actually because it just flipped. No, I'd rather have Greenland though. But Bear Island was pretty good there too. But I'll double down on this. I'm going to raid, I'm going to pillage, I'm going to buy some fish. Raid, pillage, buy fish. Snaring. Snaring is pretty good. I drew another snare. So now I have 3 snares. So lay in a snare, pillage, raid, buy fish is 6 Vikings. That's a pretty good round if I can get all of that. We'd like to unlock this whale meat bonus, even if it costs us a bunch of silver. I might try to get, like... The weird thing about Greenland is that it has double income diagonals, but, like, filling this income diagonal is really, you know, this is a lot of space to cover. But this income diagonal here, I could get, you know, I could get a little income off of this. I eventually fill Greenland, and you get 8 income, and a whale meat and a fish is good. Filling Iceland a bit further down the line to get more income is good. But I'm currently already getting a lot of good things off Iceland. Even just 4 silver and oil in this for a little bit is fine. I could go back to Iceland. Like, again, it's just, my goal is just to fill these 2 boards now. And that's really, we're using these Vikings to fill this board. We use round 4. We use more Vikings to fill this board, or these boards. And then round 5, we might be free to kind of do whatever again. So we'll see at that point what we do. Yellow is taking a board now, and they're taking Orkney that just flipped with a whaling boat. Okay. I forgot Orkney flips and only takes a whaling boat. That's a fun strategy for yellow here. Orkney looks like this. It comes with like up to 4 income, and it comes with a cow bonus, which is pretty sweet. And yeah, it only costs 1 Viking. It also has this crazy fruit bonus. This is a 3x3 orange. This is a weapon card. But yeah. One thing you notice in going back to base game is a lot of times you're happy to leave Iceland on 7. Yes, that is another weird thing about Iceland is like as you fill it up, trying to get this last income costs a lot of weirdness, and it doesn't actually give you any of the bonuses. So like you can just leave Iceland on 7 income for quite a while, or possibly the whole game. Like you don't ever have to fill it. What's been happening? I still think nobody can actually raid or pillage, which is... Oh, wait, nope. Somebody can pillage. So we have to pillage now. Pillaging is too good. Yeah. I see. Blue took a house and a boat action. Okay, we have to pillage. We load up our ore, and we go pillage. Pillaging is just too efficient while we have this boat. We have an 11, or we can spend this to get to 12. I think just spending this to get to 12 is excellent. We take this tile. As usual, this guy does good things. Like throw him here. Get our whale meat. This might not quite work. Greenland has these really annoying mountains on it, which causes awkwardness. The reason I'm saying this doesn't work quite as well is because I'm talking about laying a snare. And then laying a snare here doesn't work so well with this. But whatever, we'll make it work. Things are gonna be fine. That's really the lesson here. We have enough good things going on. We'll make it work. What else is on the mountain strips, by the way? Ooh, this strip is the double silver strip. If this gets set up, I definitely want to take these. Even taking the ore isn't bad, but it's not what I want. Blue just bought more tiles, which is a little annoying. Blue is buying tiles. I would like to pillage and raid later, but doesn't look like I'm going to get that choice, so it's okay. Hey, Garzad actually failed a whaling roll. Yeah, bad whaling run this time, so... But again, failing in this game isn't that bad. When you fail whaling, you draw wood and another spear, and you get 2 Vikings back. Like, it is sad because he has a really good whaling setup here, but I don't think failing put him back too hard. I think I lay a snare here if people let me. Oh, I could raid still. Yeah, blue might really like to raid here. I think raiding is still pretty good if I roll well. Oh, but I can always imitate raiding if that happens. Yeah, I can imitate raiding. I can't get this snare action otherwise. So let's try to snare. 5 is not good enough. 6 is not good enough. 2 is good enough. Woohoo! There we go. Almost failed at that, but we didn't. Yeah, we only got 2 Vikings left, so that doesn't give us a lot of time to achieve much here. This is just slightly awkward. Yeah, the tiles I got here slightly awkward. Although this would cost 1, 2, 3, 4 silver to just like super do Iceland, and then I just dump a ton of. I could just dump a ton of silver to complete Greenland. Oh, I still need. Oh god, I forgot I still wanted food. I really, I really should take these too. Blue is going for the. Blue is raiding here, so I almost have to buy these fish just because I don't have enough food stuff. I don't have enough food at all. So taking this fish is pretty good. That'll significantly solve my food for a sec, and then my final action will be whatever. It probably will be copy rating and hope for something, but it might be something else, especially if that mountain strip gets touched. But I definitely am about to buy 2 fish here. Garzad's gonna have the longest round. He's gonna have the longest round, and that's fine. Greenland isn't gonna do much for me immediately, but we'll quickly get to filling in Greenland. We at least locked it up. RoboQuest is buying some animals. It's fine. I really haven't been paying attention to Red's game, but given that Red's kind of newer, I suspect I don't really need to worry about it. Buying some fish here, solve stuff. Longest route. Longest round. Garzad's gonna have the longest round, meaning he's gonna be the last to place his Vikings, like his last Viking. And so he will become start player then, because he'll get the moose. So, yeah, you only played this a couple years ago. Yeah, I mean, makes sense. We are on BGA. It's on BGA now, so you can experience it again. Garzad's definitely going to try to fill in Orkney this round and maybe a little more homeboard stuff. Definitely is having a solid game here. RoboQuest is doing things, but it's not scaring me. This player is doing fine. He has some boat options. He's filling out a lot of his home board, but this is like partly where exploration boards are zany though. Like this player, even with his tiles here, like maybe he gets up to like 5 or 6 income that has decent bonuses. But if you compare that to my position, I'm gonna have like 8 income and decent bonuses, and I just have more boards to explore. Like I have more space to just keep filling it anyhow. Like one of the problems of just rushing homeboard purely is that you run out of you just run out of good things to do later in the game because you don't have enough spaces to fill. Anyhow, what am I doing? I bought my fish, and now I could copy rating. I could just take 2 ore. No, I can't take 2 ore. That's a trap. Yeah, taking 2 ore is a trap. Yeah, I think just copy rating and hope to get lucky is pretty good here. And even if I fail, again, failing rating is not that bad because it just helps boost my pillage action later. Not good enough, not good enough, not good enough. So just fail, but it's okay. Admittedly, pillaging is, again, like already looking a little sad. The board, well, these 10s are pretty good. The crown is obviously like incredible if we could get there. Even this 9 is pretty zany, right? This is an 8 space tile. I mean, spending 2 Vikings for 8 spaces of blue coverage is great. A concept we didn't talk about much yesterday, but essentially your goal is just to maximize your points per Viking, right? Very loosely, anything that you like, any space coverage in this game, every space you cover is essentially a point. Even on these boards, essentially every space you earn gets you points because silver is points and income. Like even if it doesn't look like it, it often equals that. So a very loose heuristic is like any action you take. Like, yeah, if I spend 2 Vikings for 8 spaces of coverage, that's essentially like 2 Vikings for 8 points. So 4 points of Viking is a very good game. You place You play 63 Vikings during the course of the game or something. You start at -80, but if you can take like 4 points around, like 4 points of Viking, you end with like a score like 180 or something. So it's really hard to do the exact math in this game like that, though. Like again, it's really hard to figure out exactly what stuff is worth because like it's so tricky. Like, how much is this tile worth? Because, like, yes, it's 9 spaces, but it has to be upgraded, and so I don't know. It gets tricky. All right, Pro Hell. We're gonna see how much Loki's actually listening to me. Oh, he is. Oh, what a funny guy. He was sleeping on the couch, just kind of rested and looking all cute. But he hears the drawer when I open up the treats, and his little eye just wakes up, and here he is. He's already waiting. He's like, "Ooh, what is this? Hi, buddy. You having a good morning? Yeah. All right. Can you stay? Stay. Stay. Okay. There you go. Yeah, such a good boy. Okay, we can place goods on our boards before receiving income, eh? Okay, how are we actually doing this, by the way? We should have been messing around with this. What are we doing? Oh, this is so obnoxious. Stupid thing. If this would just fit, like, right here, this would be pretty good. But it doesn't. So then, am I just filling Iceland? I guess I'm just filling Iceland, huh? I'm just going to go back to this plan of dump stuff on Iceland, and then we'll fill Greenland later. Yeah, just dump stuff on Iceland, get up to 7 income, unlock the fish bonus. We can fill in the rest of Iceland later, and then we'll dump stuff on Greenland here. We'll use our dumb oil, and we'll use a ton of income just to buy this bonus. It's worth it. This is fine. It's not quite what I thought we were doing, but I mean, we're up to 9 income at the end of round 3, along with pretty good bonuses. Spending all this income for this is a little sad, but it's gonna be okay. Oh, where can I hide this that it's the least obnoxious to placing other tiles is also a good question. Probably right there is the least annoying. Again, it's kind of crazy to spend a ton of income to do this, but I just think a whale bonus is so good. Like, yeah, I'm dumping a lot of money to achieve this, but I think it's worth it. Oh, we still have to feast. Duh. We do still have to feast. All right, at least that fish helps save our feast. And now we have fish coming in every round. We have another harvest. Our food's going to be pretty solved. Given our multiple fish bonuses, we actually can probably get a longhouse at some point this game. But yeah. Hey, Apook, welcome. Yeah, doggy. If Loki would play Agricola, his family would starve since he would eat all the food. Camera's still on Loki. Yeah, I know Camera was still on Loki. He was still eating. Can you use the income of one island to fill another? Yes, you can. So the important thing is the turn order here. So what happens each round are these steps. The main thing that happens is we all take actions, but then the important thing to understand is we get income. So you get all your silver income, then we feast, then you get your bonuses. So you can use your income from all of your islands in order to unlock bonuses. I couldn't unlock more income on Greenland because, like, the income phase, you get all your income at once. But then you get all your bonuses later. So you are able to spend your silver like I'm doing to unlock bonuses. So that's the strategy there. I definitely need to upgrade this huge tile. I don't want to feast on this tile. It's obviously very inefficient, but turning this red into a green so that I can slam it like in here somewhere is going to be great for me. So definitely have to upgrade. Yellow opened this round by stealing all the silver. Yeah, 4 silver action is zany. So good for Garzad to take that. I kind of need to pillage first action here. Just because somebody else can pillage now. And I really don't have any priorities this round other than fill Greenland. Like, my round 4 should make, I want Greenland full. And by full, I should have Greenland, I should be earning, I should have it covered. This top line might not be covered, much like Iceland isn't, but the rest of Greenland should be uncovered. I should be earning 5+2 from Greenland, along with this fish bonus, so that I'm earning a 7 income off Iceland, 7 income off Greenland, and all the bonuses from Iceland and Greenland. That's where I should be at the end of this round. So yeah, the main goal is to fill Greenland, and to fill Greenland, we're gonna pillage again, and then we'll see what else we're up to. Trying to earn some wood, maybe doing some stuff on our home board are both valid options. Baffin Island just became available. Oh wow, we could be absolutely crazy and take Baffin Island here, and ignore Greenland for another round. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see about this. You got this and Norwegians for Christmas. You're gonna do some solo. Yeah, solo A Feast for Odin's actually really good. I actually think this game's better solo than multiplayer in many ways, which is kind of zany. Norwegians is very good too, though. Yeah, Norwegians fixes a lot. I'm gonna load another ore onto my longship here. I think I'm just gonna pillage enough, and if we get a crazy roll here, we could get the English crown. Getting the crown right now would be pretty awesome. And hey, talking about crazy roll, getting the English crown. There it is. We'll spend some stone for the crown, absolutely. This is a 2-point tile that's also, what, 13 spaces? Yeah, I like a 13 space tile. The only thing is that it's kind of too huge to fit, right? Oh, wait, no. Oh, look at that team. The only problem now is I can't actually put my whale meat anywhere, so I'm not sure this is actually good. Ugh, yeah, my silver's awkward here. If that one silver wasn't here, this would work with my whale meat or something. But yeah, this crown might this crown might not actually be that good at the moment. But whatever, it's the crown. It can't be that wrong. I could throw the crown on Baffin Island. The crown on Baffin Island might be okay. God, I'm very tempted by Baffin. I love Baffin Island. It's just a free whaling action. The bonuses off Baffin are insane. And 6 silver income is also really good. And then just 12 points. It just feels slightly wrong to neglect Greenland. But I guess we could just leave Greenland for round 5 instead. So when I said round 4 was fill Greenland, maybe it's round 4 we fill Baffin and round 5 we fill Greenland. That's possible. Beefy crown, yeah. What do I think about... I have no idea what you just said, ProHealth, so no clue. The solo mechanic where your workers from one round stay to block the next is really nice. Yeah, exactly. The solo in this game, like, it actually feels... It feels kind of like... There's a couple reasons I think it's such a good solo game. One is because, yeah, the self-blocking mechanism sort of makes the board still tight and feel a little bit like a multiplayer game, because you kind of block yourself, so you don't always get the actions you want. The other reason that it's a really good solo game is the die roll actions also like force you to constantly kind of reevaluate your plans. One of my biggest issues with most of like Ue's solo games is like, yeah, they're solid, but they don't feel the same as the real game to me, because you can perfectly plan out your actions and stuff. Whereas in multiplayer games here, you kind of have your preferred actions, but you might get kicked off of them because it might not work out. Solo A Feast for Odin kind of maintains that through the die roll actions, because like even if you go for them, you can't plan past that point. You don't know if you're going to succeed or fail, and the fact that you can fail forces you to like sometimes have to shift up your plans mid round and stuff, and that makes it feel a lot more of like a real game to me, where you have to constantly adapt. And so that's part of why I think A Feast for Odin is so good solo. I haven't been paying attention to squat this round. What else are we doing? Baffin is still there. Do we take Baffin, team? Can we get away with this absolute insanity? How do we fill Baffin? We upgrade this guy? I guess we need to do an upgrade action. Wait, is there seriously no mountain strip? Oh my god, there's no mountain strip. Wait a sec. Isn't there supposed to have been a new mountain strip? Oh god, this guy plundered, like... Oh yeah, the new mountain strip already got destroyed. Wow. Okay. Well, I do need an upgrade action, so it could just be this. I turn this green, and maybe I turn one of these fish green. Yeah, turning one of these fish green is actually not that bad. Yeah, let's do a double upgrade first. We really need to make sure these are green to have any chance this round. And I don't want to be stuck taking another upgrade action more expensively later. And then we could probably take Baffin here. We don't have a lot of silver, which makes it a little awkward. Without a lot of silver, it could be tough. It could be tough to actually fill Baffin here. Yeah, I don't know if we can actually take Baffin, but God, I really kind of want to try. The crowd is going to be really awkward on Baffin also. I don't know. We'll see. Take another island for testing purposes. How many can you take before the game crashes? It's not going to crash, but it's a board game. You're hoping I know the game. I don't know what game you listed. Praga Kaput. I do not know that game. Yui's solo games are just riddles. Yeah, correct. Most of Yui's solo games, you can perfectly plan out. Like Caverna literally has no randomness. It's like it's really is just a puzzle. It's not a game. So. But yeah, Agricola Solo. Yeah, exactly, right? Agricola Solo is also very weird with the resource stacking. It's like such a different game. It's still like an interesting thing. And Agricola Solo is at least quasi a game because like at least the occupation cards and stuff can force you to do slightly different things. But again, like as soon as you deal yourself the occupations and minors, you can perfectly plan out your game. Like there's nothing to disrupt you. And that just doesn't feel like a game to me. That doesn't in any way that doesn't. I'm a multiplayer gamer also like over 2-player. Like I really enjoy multiplayer dynamics, and multiplayer dynamics are mostly like you have to try to predict and work around your opponents. And so yeah, most solo games are like completely lacking that. But I actually really like a Feast for Odin solo because you still have these like the thought processes in a Feast for Odin solo are very similar to playing a Feast for Odin multiplayer. Which is pretty unique, I think. So you don't know what actions. That's true. That's true. Agricola Solo, you also have variability on when the action spaces flip. So that's true. You can't perfectly plan out. Yeah, that's argument. Nobody took Baffin, so screw it. Let's do it, team. Let's do it. Oh, Tierra del Fuego still there, but we're gonna take Baffin. This might be wrong. This could be very wrong. I honestly have no idea how I fill Baffin, because the biggest issue is this goddamn crown I took does not fit anywhere. Like, oh, stupid crown. It's so good later, but it's so bad here. It just doesn't fit. I mean, it fits there, but I don't have enough silver to make that viable, right? Like, I don't think I have quite enough silver. Although I have 3 more actions. Wait a sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 silver are needed. Ooh, we don't have that, but we're real close. Our stone can get turned into 3 of them. And then we just need to take like 1 more silver, or we need to get lucky with a raid action. Oh, I think it can happen. I think we can do this. We can do this. It's going to work. We're not going to get any progress on Greenland, but yeah. All boards all the time. Yeah. Is can go 1 lower still. The crown can go 1 lower still. I mean, the crown could go here, but the crown going here doesn't help me much, right? Oh, I guess it gives me the 4 income. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I can do this. And then it's easier to fill in. The problem is I just would really like 6 income because I'm a greedy son of a gun. But, yeah, I mean, it's okay. This is also an awkward tile now because, like, I really want to unlock this as well and just have zaniness going on. This guy really should go here, and then another one should go in here. Yeah. What was left for us? Hunting is left, but we can't really hunt effectively. Oh, I do want to copy this pretty badly. Raiding is still left. That's pretty good too. But I think I start by turning my stone into a rune stone and silver. Like a stone into 3 spaces of coverage right here is really important, I think. And then I'm going to try to raid. There's still some tiles worth raiding. I'd have to roll a 7 or an 8, but the chance of rolling a 7 or higher is about 58%, right? We did that math yesterday on stream. Oh, but raiding gets taken here. Well, shit. There goes that plan. We could turn our flax into this green thing again. I've argued that really costs you food long term because it does.
but it's not like I'm playing I'm playing 3 islands this game. It's not like I'm playing a longhouse strategy this game, right? Like, there's no world in which I'm like filling multiple longhouses, so it's not as bad to spend food. And I am earning at least a fish to help alleviate my food needs. It's not great, but we could try to hunt here. We'd have to literally roll a 1 to succeed. Are we trying to be first next round? Oh, we are going to be first next round. Nobody has actions left. Okay, well, that's cool. We're the last action. What does us any good here? If we had a single wood, this action would be pretty good. But we don't. We do not. Oh, there's still this flax thing. I was talking about doing this. Yeah, screw it. Let's do this. This'll help us get that max income. It'll help us unlock bonuses. Yeah. Let's do that. And then let's just try to hunt. I mean, it's really unlikely that we succeed, but all the other actions suck in my opinion. So like, even if we fail, we might succeed later. But yeah, we fail. That's fine. Okay. Time to earn ourselves some income on Baffin. Boom. Crazy Baffin. Do. Pretty much everything we have is going to this quest. And we'll fill Iceland next round. That's okay. We're gonna dump so much of our income into paying for bonuses again. We really want these bonuses, and we are gonna pay out the snot for them. But we're getting our 6 income off Baffin, so that's great. Can we get income off Greenland, by the way? We dump this here. Oh yeah, team. We can totally get income off Greenland going also. We could do this. Heck yes. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Let's get it going. Maximize income and bonuses. That's our whole strategy. Okay, what is this game? This is a feast for Odin. The idea of getting islands and filling them first is they have higher payout compared to your main board. Yes, monkey unit. That's kind of the general idea. Your main board is solid, but like basically the problem is like your main board, you run out of space, right? Like once you fill your main board up to like 5 or 6 income and you get the bonuses, you're kind of just out of space. And then the rest of the game you have to find points elsewhere. And you can find points elsewhere, but like basically here's the big difference. Like Blue is having a fine enough game. They've filled in a bit of a board. They've filled in a bunch of their home board. But they're going to end this round at something like 4 or 5 income and a couple of bonuses. I'm ending this round with 17 income and multiple whale meats, a skin and a bone, 2 oils, a fish, a stone, and ore. Like, I have so much more stuff coming to me passively. And that's going to be insane value for me. The only person that also has a pretty good game here is Yellow. Yellow also has filled up quite a few board stuff here. Like they have a longhouse that's giving them some nice food bonuses. They haven't filled Orkney up to the cow bonus though, and they can't. Can they? No, like not getting this cow bonus and not getting the full income on Orkney, I think is pretty bad. Like, yeah, you're getting 7 income and you're getting all these bonuses, but yeah, again, like exploration boards, I think are just more efficient. I have 17 income coming in at the end of round 4. Income is just points at the end of the game, right? Like I have 3 more rounds of earning at least 17 income. Realistically, it's going to be quite a bit more because I'm going to fill Greenland and get even more income. The other thing is, I'm not convinced I'm going to fill my whole home board. The thing that you can do with these sorts of strats is, like, I can fill these 3 islands and just live with 2 income on my home board and then just fill in the negatives. You don't have to fill the entire home board. I can just fill in all these negatives and ignore the income on my main board. So yeah, that's another thing we might be doing here. But... we're gonna run very low on food again though. Our food is bad. This is why I say that I don't love turning my flax, or I don't love spending flax to get linen. It definitely can be punishing. But okay, what are we doing? We're dumping all this income in order to get bonuses. We love our bonuses, and we are paying for them. Um, we pay for our bonuses. So the only thing I might not pay for this whale meat. I might not pay for the whale meat. Uh, Paying 6 silver for another whale meat when I'm already getting one, it really reduces like my flexibility on silver, and I can probably just pay tiles this next round in order to fill this in. So I think I'm actually gonna, for once, not truly maximize bonuses. I'm gonna just take these ones, and then I'll fill this in. I'll fill the rest of this in next round. But I'm gonna leave it for now, I think. Also, keeping income allows me to maybe emigrate a boat. I could spend some silver and like buy and emigrate a boat next round, and that would save me a bit of food, and it's also some really nice points. So I think I'm not gonna spend all my income here. I still have an incredible, like, this bonus stuff I'm getting is very good. I get the first action here. I could just pillage again, right? Try to get one of these 10s or this 9. They're both very good. What strip do we have? Doesn't matter. Yeah, let's just open with pillaging. Oh, hunting is also very good for me here. I could open hunting instead. Nah, I'll pillage first, though. Pillaging is still very good. We've loaded our boar up with ore. Yeah, like, we could just take this. This is 8 spaces. This is 9. Oh, this is also 9. Let's take this funky cloak pin thing. Yeah, let's take this. It's a bit risk reward because in the end you still want to cover the negative ones. Yeah, I still need to cover the negative ones, but I have so many tiles. Like, I still have so much stuff. Like, I am not worried about these negatives at all. I am more worried at this point of the game of how am I actually going to earn enough points. Like, I have like basically I'm actually more concerned about the fact that I might be getting point capped here. Like, I'm going to fill my boards so much and so well. Like, I might still actually just fill the whole home board. It's really late, but I might do it. I might have enough stuff to just justify filling the whole dang thing anyhow and getting more income. I'm not sure. I really don't know on that front. I'm gonna hunt next. Hunting also is a good way to get tiles. I have 3 bows now, so hunting looks pretty good. I am really tempted by emigrating here. I don't want to spend this boat just because I have ore loaded onto it, but I could spend 5 silver to buy a Nar, and then 5 silver to emigrate. So I mean, that's essentially spending 10 silver for 8. It's 18 points if you flip a Nar, so 10 silver for 18 points and saving me some food the next couple rounds. It's not that bad. The bigger issue is it leaves me with very little silver to puzzle with. And so filling Greenland could get awkward if I don't leave myself silver. Yeah, that's probably a mistake. I probably can't actually emigrate here unless I emigrate my longship. And maybe emigrating the longship is fine at this point. There's like very little left worth worrying about raiding and pillaging. So even though I'm like, these ore now get spent and lost, maybe it's okay to just emigrate this ship, actually. Like, do I really need to raid and pillage anymore? I also talked about playing into this dumb occupation, but I'm clearly not doing that. Anyhow, I'm sorry, I'm hunting. I would like to hunt. That's not good. That's not good. Oh my god. I have the worst hunting luck on this site, I swear. I don't understand. I don't know why I try hunting. Hunting, like, always fails for me, even though the odds are like, oh, I had three bows there. My chance of success is like 80%. Like, oh my god, but I roll 7, 7, 8. Like, ugh, I mean, it has to happen, but god, I have bad hunting luck, I swear. But the rest of my luck's been good this game, so whatever. I mean, I got that crown. I had good pillaging luck. That's more important. Getting good luck early is also much more important, but bleh. Bleh, we don't like that, but okay, what am I doing? I think I will emigrate next action. Like, saving myself food here is still really good. My food is bad. Getting points, like turning some of my silver into more points via emigrations is good. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna emigrate, and then I do still need to upgrade this tile. I could do a double upgrade action, I guess. Turn this blue and this green. Yeah, maybe that's the thing to do. Oh, or I could copy this. I could copy this space, get a stone. I could get a stone and or did the strip just get? Oh wow, the strip just got plundered. These guys take way too many things from strips. These guys overvalue these strip actions, in my opinion. Like, yeah, you have a ton of, like, you have so much wood, but who cares? Like, you don't. This isn't Agricola. You don't need that much wood. But whatever. I guess I just double upgrade then. Double upgrade's such an efficient action. Even though I don't have I don't really have two things that need to be upgraded. I mostly like turning red stuff into green, but turning this blue will make it a lot easier to fill some stuff in. So it's fine. I do need more tiles too for Baffin. Failing that hunting actually was pretty bad. Yeah, failing that hunting was pretty sad, but oh well. You can't cover an income spot until you filled in everything below to the left. You can cover the 6 when 3, 4, 5 are uncovered, or would I need to? I have to keep them all open. Yeah. So I can't. You can't cover any of these income spots. So if you're gonna if I am gonna go with the just fill in negative strats, I have to leave all these income uncovered. So working around them makes the puzzling a little harder also, which is kind of the benefit to just powering through, but we'll see. Gotta fence your boats. I see. Yeah, you have to zigzag around them. Yeah, you gotta fence your boats, I guess. I mean, I literally don't know what you do with 9 wood in this game. Like, well, okay, I guess you build one of these dumb sheds is what you do. The cheapest shed is this, and it just stores a bunch of wood and stone for points. It costs 2 wood to build this thing, and then you have to dump 3 wood and 3 stone on it. I guess you can do that. This shed is the shame shed, though. Exactly. Excellent word for it, Lawden. This thing is inefficient. This thing is garbage. Like, if you have that many resources and you didn't use them on like hunting or whaling, or you didn't use your stone on like taking a good raid or pillage action, or you didn't just use your wooden stone on this space, using your wooden stone in order to build a boat and a better house, that's good. Using your wooden stone to build a bunch of like puzzle pieces, that's okay. This space isn't great, but it's pretty good. I'm debating taking it this round. But yeah. Oh, hey, speaking of that, raiding is still open. Let's try to raid. I mean, again, we very well might fail, or we could just roll an 8 right off the bat because that part's lucky. If we spend this stone, we actually get this tile, this huge 8-space tile still. Yeah, I would love to spend. I'd love to do that actually. That's great. That was good luck. Admittedly, the shape on that is also maybe a little awkward. This cloak pin's actually the worst awkwardness. How do I possibly like? I don't have the right pieces for this. I don't have the right pieces for what I have here. This is not this planning was a little poor. Filling Greenland is still really awkward for me. The 2 Viking emigration got taken, so the great emigration we were talking about is kind of dead. So I guess we still just try to scrounge up enough tiles. But God, now we wish we had. Well, I can still take this action. This action's good. This helps fill things in. We spend our 1 wood for a chest and a. Yeah, this action is pretty good. We'll do this. God, what else do we do though? Like, we don't have enough food. Taking this dumb beans and a silver action is actually probably okay for us. I could 2 Viking hunt. 2 Viking hunting might actually be okay here. Like, I just don't have enough other good things to do, and this 3-space green thing is going to be very good. But I'm going to start by crafting here. This craft action's pretty sick. I still have no occupations I actually want to play again, which is the same thing as yesterday. Like, it's really... The occupations in this game are so lame sometimes. Like, I almost wish the occupations just got cut out of the game some days. Like, they slightly add variability, but too many times I just don't care about them like at all, and that just feels so lame. Like, all of these just do nothing for me though. They're just bad. Like, And then I have to commit 4 Vikings to an action in order to play one of them, and none of these 4 Viking actions really do enough either. Outside of, yes, this build a house and a shed thing is pretty good. But again, houses are pretty bad for me too because I have such terrible food. Like I don't have enough extra food to be shoving in houses. I have just enough food to like feed myself this game, which is fine. I'm not like suffering because I don't have enough food. But I definitely can't build houses. Garzad gets to build. This is such a good space, though. Like, if you do have food, it's such a good. Like, Garzad is definitely my biggest competition. Like, his game is going well. Although he still hasn't filled Orkney. Oh, no, he definitely will be filling Orkney, though. He has all these blue goods. Yeah. He's gonna do things. Also, oh, wow, he got a bunch of salt meat for his Nars. Yeah, this is actually a pretty decent occupation for what he's doing. He has 2 Nars and he gets 2 salt meats. Salt meats work really well in these houses, like he's doing here. Yeah, I like what Garzad's up to, but I mean, I love what I'm up to. I have insane things still going for me, so it's fine. But I do think I'm gonna 2 Viking hunt here. I just don't have enough good actions left. Like the board is really dry. Which happens in 4-player. It's actually kind of fun. In the later rounds, there's just not much left to do. So like taking a 2, even though I'd love to just 1 Viking hunt, spending 2 Vikings to hunt is probably fine here. Like a 3-space green still like can go here on Baffin to make this a lot more affordable. Having a game meat in hand to upgrade later is going to be pretty good. I don't. This buying a fish action space I think is reasonably good if I had a house, but I don't have a house. So yeah, I think I'm just hunting here. Like I have a bunch of Vikings left. Let's hunt. Although let's see if we actually have the worst hunting luck on the site. 6 is terrible. 2 is finally good. There we go. Finally a good result. Okay. So this is definitely going there, and then. God, how are we filling in Greenland? Greenland is the worst. Oh my God, look at what I've done to myself. Like, how does anything fit on this godforsaken island anymore? What have I done? What have I done, team? Oh my God, nothing fits well. Oh, I have all these tiles and just none of them go on Greenland well. Luckily, we have 12 silver left, so we can do things, but oh my God, like, what have I done? I guess I dump a bunch of silver and fill in this island, and then these things, maybe? Well, wait a sec, team. Are we actually doing homeboard stuff? We kind of have enough tiles to do homeboard stuff. This cloak pin is still the worst. Why did I get the? Why did I raid this dumb cloak pin? What? If I could take one thing back, it was clearly the cloak pin. I'm gonna take this dumb food action because I kind of need it. But, okay. All right. What was I thinking with the cloak pin, team? Why can nothing fits? Why does nothing fit? You want to roll. So rolling is weird in this game. You want to roll low some of the time, and you want to roll high on other spaces. Yeah, so that's a little funky to get used to. All right, I might just dump the dumb cloak pin here. The dumb cloak pin kind of fits. It's gonna cost me a crap ton of silver, but like I have crap tons of silver, so like whatever. This is why we have all of our silver. We could dump it on boards and just chug along. All right, there we go. That's Greenland. Homeboard time. I really genuinely have no clue if I'm doing anything remotely the most efficient here, but we're doing things. Yeah, we're going all out. We're going all out, team. We're gonna do this. Okay, we're doing it. Whatever. What? I have an illegal thing? Oh, this is still illegal. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Oh no. Okay, all of this has to go here. And then this has to get rerouted. Okay, that's legal now. What if we just cover up this stone? Why am I trying to get the stone bonus, right? I don't need the stone bonus. Who needs the dumb stone bonus? I don't. I don't need stone. I don't even need this wood, right? Okay, I can't quite do this. Ugh. Wait. We can switch. As long as we're covering up something, we can. Ugh. It's just slightly awkward everywhere. I don't need the wood bonus. There we go. If I don't take the wood bonus, okay, yeah. If I don't take the wood bonus, I mean, wood bonus would actually be kind of nice, but whatever. We'll do this. We'll do it. Sure. Okay. We gained 25 income, so that seems fine. The anchor was red. Yeah, the clothespin didn't work. You guys are right. I caught it too late, or I caught it eventually, but yeah, it was late. But okay. Oh god, we were eating so well. Wait a second. Am I eating this dumb game meat? Oh my god, eating a game meat is so bad, right? Right? Or is it? Nah, I'm eating. God, dude, I'm eating that game meat. That feels wrong, but I'm I'm doing it. I'm gonna eat the game meat. Okay. We have 25 silver. 25 silver is pretty insane. I could eat silver, yeah. I could eat silver, but I don't know if eating silver is actually better here. Like, I already have enough stuff I need to upgrade. Like, the real question is, am I actually paying 6 silver for this whale meat? Um, like, I probably am supposed to buy this whale meat, because now I'm trying to fill this board in still. Like, filling in my home board still is crazy. So, like, I think... I think I do buy this whale meat. And just keep dumping our silver to do everything. We're spending points. We're spending our points, but it's okay. It's okay. We have a lot. We're biting off a lot to do, and we're gonna do it all. We have time. We have time. We're gonna get so many bonuses here. So many bonuses. It's gonna be okay. We got all this stuff. It's gonna be okay. I mean, some of these players' points are better than ours, but I think we have enough stuff set up. I need upgrade actions really badly for these stupid whale meats. I think I'm opening double upgrade over every other option. Or hunting is still pretty good, but nah, I'm gonna double upgrade first action. I'm just turning these green. Turning these green. I have so many of these things coming in. Like, I have 2 more of those coming in later. Oh, I also should emigrate probably this round. Like, emigrating this round probably is good. Maximize bonuses. You heard someone say that. Yeah, maximize income and bonuses. That was our technical strategy advice, and then we kind of ignored it. But God, we have so much income. 8, 15... 21. Yeah, we had 25 income there, and like we have 2 more rounds of income still, and we still have your home board starts with what, 86 negatives or something, and we still have all of them. So like 86 points of filling this. We already have 50 more points of silver coming in. Like it's going to be more silver than that because we're trying to fill this board. Like, I don't know. We're going to see. This is such a fun and zany game. Like, I don't know. I'm not totally convinced everything I'm doing is correct, but I don't even care. Like, it's fun. It's good. I will hunt next action. Hunting seems pretty good. It might be time to finally overseas trade also. Like, I could hunt and to buy a Gnar overseas trade and upgrade all my dissimilar greens into blue. I think that's pretty good. Hopefully we'll get a good hunting roll again. Or I'm just the worst hunter on this site. Like, oh my god, a 6-8-6 again? Like, whatever. It's correct enough to easily win this game. I'm not convinced I'm easily winning still. Purple's game I'm not that worried about. Like, yeah, he has more points than me, but again, like, he's just not passively earning enough stuff. Oh, Emigrate got taken though, yeah. My opponents are good enough that they're at least contesting the right things. Anyhow, Yellow's game, Garzad's game is still pretty good here. Like, he could beat me because he's gonna have a full home board also, and he has some really good house points that I don't. I have a lot more exploration boards and a lot more silver. He has boats on me currently too. Like, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'm trying to go for a game where I fill 3 exploration boards and my home board in its entirety. That's pretty nutty. Failing hunting there again, though, is really painful. Like, why do I have such terrible hunting luck? 6-8-6? Like, I would have even paid 4 to succeed. Like, paying 4 is insane, and yet I would have done it. That's like a 88% chance to succeed, and I just get dunked on there, but whatever. I might just expensive hunting again, but god, that's so much slower. Like, it's costing. Well, wait a sec. Pillaging is still freaking open, though. I should just pillage, by the way. Yeah, there's not great gray tiles anymore, but you can just pillage blue tiles. Like, this is a 10 cost tile, this is an 11 cost tile. Like, it's pretty reasonable that I hit one of these. 2 Vikings for 8 or 9 spaces is still really good. I definitely pillage next action. Just pillaging again is crazy. But yeah, God, I just have so many weapons. Oh, it's so sad. Why am I failing this dumb thing? You can't imitate yourself either. So, like, I would love to copy this one Viking hunting action, but the game will not let me. Oh well, whatever. It's fine. It's not totally fine, but it's fine enough. But it's painful here. It's a little painful. But it's okay. Really, our goal now is to like get up to like about. We're probably trying to hit 9 income on our home board by the end of this round. So we're trying to fill a lot of our home board. So then in the final round, we have still a lot of home board to fill. But we're going to try to leave a 3x3 strip. One thing that's really important to Feast for Odin, I think, is to plan out like what tiles you're going to have. Given that I have 2 whale meats coming in again, I really want to make sure that I have room for like, 2 more whale meats in the final round, which means I need to leave room on the outside for some whale meat stuff. But like currently these guys can like nestle in right here, and then I still leave room in the final round for more of them. But god, yeah, I just need so much space. Some of these do need to be green. The overseas trade thing is actually pretty damn good for me still too, this overseas trade action. But if somebody takes it, I can copy it still. So like I might try to pillage into hunting, into overseas trading. That might be what my round is going to be. We'll see. But we're definitely going to take this pillage action. We still have +2 to our pillage rolls. So yeah, like the chance of getting a 10 or 11 at least is very good. We get a 9. Am I comfortable with a 9? I'm gonna risk rolling even better because like even an 8 is kind of okay. So I'm gonna risk getting slightly better. Okay, we get a 9 again. Now I'm gonna just take it. I could spend the stone to get up to 10. Maybe spending the stone is fine here. Yeah, spending the stone is probably fine and just take the 10. The 10 is quite good. It's still 8 spaces of coverage. Yeah, this is okay. This stone or this wood crafting space is still pretty good for me again, by the way. I'm pretty comfortable taking this at some point if nobody else does. Like, it's not incredible, but 2 Vikings for 5 spaces minus a wood is also fine. Because my wood doesn't matter to me. Like, I don't have anything to do with wood. Again, we see, like, you can have a ton of wood and it just doesn't help you win, so... RoboQuest has an insane number of cows. By the way, you do not win the game by like the points on animals are terrible. You do not win. You do not win this game by trying to build up animal points. That's not a winning strat for the record. Whoa, Garzad just took an island. Wow, he took Tierra del Fuego. Oh, I did this yesterday though. Yeah, this makes sense. Again, like that action gives you 8 silver and it gives you a board to fill in. But like you just net points off of taking this. Like it's 15 plus 8 silver. You get 23 points and you only lose 20. And you can easily cover some negatives and you get a little income off of it anyhow automatically. Yeah, that was a good move. Me taking a fourth board probably would have just been insanity, but it would have been funny. But yeah, that was a good move by him. What am I doing? I'm actually gonna two Viking hunting again. God, this is so painful, but I think it's correct. But also just dumb. Like, okay, we at least roll a 2, though. We get a good hunting roll that time. I mean, I guess whatever. In the long run, all of our hunting actions probably work out loosely, but we really want overseas trading now. We'll have to buy a Nar, but then we can upgrade all of our dissimilar greens into blue, which will really help us puzzle stuff onto our board. Yeah, we still also need to fill in some of these negatives on Baffin. Getting this ore bonus would be kind of nice, but it only pays out once, so it doesn't matter much. But then again, the ore bonus, like the ore bonus is surrounded by negatives, so it's actually worth like getting. It's just we're trying to fill our home board too, so yeah, we have stuff to do. Filling in Iceland, by the way, is like this is like leaving Iceland on 7 is like kind of okay because like covering this space and covering this space don't actually give you points. Except it does give me slightly more income. So like the net result of filling Iceland is like I don't actually gain anything per se, but I still might do it here just because I might have enough tiles to justify doing it, but it's not a thing I have to do. Just 2 Viking hunt first. It's luckier apparently. That's a good thing. This game looks complicated. Is this like a super brain burner? No, not really. So I think the game looks way more complicated than it is. This action board looks terrifying. But the really important thing to remember is that while it looks like there's 60 actions, and there technically are, they are much easier to understand than that. The game separates actions by how many Vikings it takes to use them, and then it separates them into like categories. So this row is basically all does the same thing. It just is slightly stronger actions of the same thing. You can spend 1 Viking and build a shed. You can spend 2 Vikings and build a stone house. You spend 3 Vikings, you get a log house. Here, you spend 1 Viking and you get the worst boat. You spend 2 Vikings, you get the middle boat. You spend 3 Vikings, you get the best boat. If you spend 4 Vikings, you kind of do a quasi-action. You get to build a house and a boat. So all of these actions are kind of the same thing. They just fluctuate based on the number of Vikings you use. All of these do kind of the same thing. All of these are all animal stuff. All of these are buying food goods. All of these are crafting. You turn stuff into coverage. All of these let you do some upgrades and taking goods. Our overseas trading just got taken in front of us, and copying is gone. So that sucks. We can overseas trading the expensive way, and that's probably still worth it, but that was unlucky timing. Rating is still available otherwise. Is this 7 thing still here? The 7 is still there. Sure. Let's try to get lucky with rating again. Whatever. We've been lucky sometimes. We rolled a 6. Do we just take the runestone? We probably just take the runestone. I mean, taking even a 2-point action here is okay. It's not great, but the board is pretty crummy. Yeah, the board's getting pretty crummy. Let's just take it. It's okay. You played it last night solo, and you were totally clueless. It all makes sense once you play it. Just a ton of choices. Yeah, there's a lot of choices, and it looks crazy too because it looks like you're earning all these resources, right? I mean, this looks insane. These are all the various things you can get, but again, like the size and the images are all meaningless. All you care about is like you look and it's like, oh, blue, and like the color matters. And then you can just puzzle with them. Like, I don't know. Like, I agree the game looks kind of crazy, but it really is a lot easier to understand, I think. You're going to read the rules sometime and play it solo. Yeah, I think you'll find it quite a bit smoother than you think. Even if you just watch a video online, too. Like, I'm not claiming this. To be fair, I don't think this is, like, actually, like, a great game. I enjoy it, but it is pretty, like, it's still pretty bloated. It's a little crazy. But it does flow quite a bit better than I think it looks. It looks super painful, and it is definitely a bit painful, but It has a lovely flow once you get into it a bit. I think. Maybe you can say that of all games, though, right? Like all games kind of start flowing a lot smoother. But okay, what are we doing, by the way? I keep talking and not planning. I'm gonna pay for this overseas trading. God, it's so painful to pay an extra Viking. But again, what else is the board offering me? Not a lot is the answer, and I need the tiles to be blue. So whatever. We buy a Gnar here, costs us 5 silver. We spend an extra Viking to get our action, but it's one extra Viking, and our Vikings aren't doing much. We already just settled for a 2-point action and said it was good enough. So if we're settling for 2-point actions already, surely this can't be that bad. Have any of I tried Arc Nova? I have not tried Arc Nova. I'm guessing Arc Nova is going to be a game where I could claim it's easy enough once you get into it, but it's actually insane, is what you're going to tell me, but who knows? G is supposed to come soon. Maybe. There's been talk of Great Western Trail for a long time, and I don't know. I don't say much about Great Western anymore because I have no real faith in when or if it's coming. I mean, it's supposed to come, I guess, but well, I think it actually finally hit. I think it finally hit public alpha. I think so. That's encouraging, but it was in private alpha forever. Oh, hey, this thing's still here. I said I liked this action still. I do like this action still. And red is going to be the last, so I'm second in the final round. That's fine. I could be second in the final round. This action's still pretty good. Yeah. Okay. We do need to fill in our home board, so we need to not think for too long. I would like to try to leave as many blue goods on the outside of things as I can. Leaving blue goods on the outside is good for everyone. I also do kind of want to throw this down on Baffin and unlock that ore bonus. And then we're going to, as usual, dump a healthy dose of silver to make this work. Goodbye, our points. Goodbye. Okay, Baffin, we can dump this green on Baffin. Cover up those -2, unlock that little ore bonus. Turns out that we're not filling Iceland. I mean, we could fill Iceland by spending more silver, but it doesn't really make sense to dump silver on Iceland here. We have enough negatives. Like, this is fine. We're only at -7 after doing that is a little concerning, but I mean, I guess we're about to get an insane amount of silver income, right? We still have 15, 21. We have literally 30 income coming in here. So that's going to help us give some points, but like it's not clear we're winning anymore, right? Yeah, I mean, purple's gonna shoot up. Well, purple's gonna run into the issue that I was claiming. Like, I think purple's gonna have the slight issue of like they're gonna run out of good things to do in the final round, whereas I still have enough really efficient things to do in the final round. It probably works out, but we'll see. It's not actually super clear I'm winning this game. I think I'm having the most fun. I'm filling 3 entire boards and my home board, but it might not totally be winning. Which again doesn't like super shock me. I really wasn't sure I should take Baffin there, but going for the 3 boards was too fun not to try. So anyhow, do I think the game is fairly rote, especially without Norwegians? A little bit. Definitely a little bit. I don't. That's also the thing. Like, I like the game, but I don't think it's an incredibly great game. I think there's a couple main lines, and there's not a ton of reason to diverge. I think the occupations, there's a couple that'll push you in decent directions, but like all too often you draw things like I did this game where like I just don't care about any of them. Like none of them do enough. But your opponents are probably pretty good to have this much elo. Correct. That's the thing. Like, this indicates you at least won a game already and you know what you're doing. This guy's like the 10th rated player on the site at the moment or something. Like, he's won a couple games. Like, he definitely knows what he's up to. To be fair, I think I recognize his name from the Feast for Odin forums. Like, I think he's actually reasonably good, and we've discussed. So yeah, I mean, there's that too. The large ban list with harvests helped a lot with the Ox. Oh yeah, I mean, there's so many like, that's the other problem. Like, this is the one thing that's a little annoying about Uwe Rosenberg games. Like, he has no actual clue about balance or how to play his games well, and some of the things he creates are just absolute trash. Like, some of these occupations you never like will actually want to play. Like, they're just obviously terrible compared to others. So that's pretty annoying. But yeah, the Norwegians makes the game a lot better. It's like really kind of annoying. It's really kind of like the Norwegians is the like, it's kind of like edition 2 of A Feast for Odin. It's really what the game should be. Yeah, it essentially is. It's like another edition of the game, and it's like they fixed everything that needed to be fixed. Maybe not everything, but Norwegians does so many things to make things significantly better. So yeah. Oh hey, I need to feast. Feasting is a thing I still have to do, and I still do pretty terribly, right? Oh no, I have a mead bonus. Oh god, that mead bonus is actually really helpful right here at the end. I actually have food. I have food, team. I have food. I have enough food. I'm gonna get through the game. I'm at 23 points. Garzad's at 23 points. This guy's at 52. I don't know. Maybe it's still a game here. We'll see. But yeah, you're looking forward to Danes coming out. Yeah, Danes will be cool. Yeah, I agree. I've been reading about it a bit. Right, he posts a lot on the forums, which is cool. I did playtesting for the Norwegians and worked with him. It was really cool. Yeah, that was neat. Being able to offer him a lot of insight. Gurno is the designer. Like, he, or Gernot, I don't know if you pronounce the T or not, I guess. But he does, he really understands the game. Like, it's kind of fun. Like, he's a designer that actually understands how to play pretty well. And so, yeah, like, he actually understands how to balance and fix the game. Like, that's why Norwegians is, like, so good. It's essentially like an expert level player was like, oh, hey, I'm actually allowed to, like, fix all the problems. Oh, before receiving bonuses, are there any more bonuses we need to earn? No, there are not. We are getting so many bonuses here. It's awesome. Feed them to me, game. Feed it to me. You play Norwegians like quite far apart from the Feast Road standalone. You thought the Titan action board was super important. Yeah, I mean, look, that's part of the greatness of Norwegians is that at the 2 and 3 player counts, the board actually gets tighter. You have a good way to dump occupations for points in Norwegians. You have the sheds are actually viable. It's like a decent action. The reworked board is super important. Animals become more reasonable to get and work with, and the actions that you can use off of animals are better. All this weekly market crap is completely reworked, so it's actually viable and decent. It's just, yeah, it's so good. Like, it fixes all the dumb problems. But yes, the buff to animals was cool for sure. Bad Ox can be discarded for VP. Exactly. Like, at the end of this game, I could dump these occupations for points, and that also gives me another path to points. Also, like, horses for breeding for points are like a viable strategy. You can try to breed horses and get points. That'd be cool. But again, like, in the main game, the ways to get points toward the end of the game is so limited. Like, I do think Purple here, he has 12 Vikings. I'm not convinced he has enough things to do to earn points. Like, he needs to fill his board, but filling his board is going to take only a couple actions. And then how else does he score? You know, we'll see. I mean, building another house and stuff might work out, but Wayland gets taken first. That's fine. I really just want this triple upgrade. I need to turn these things green to put onto my board. I also need more stuff to fill my board. Like, I'm not done at all. I'm triple upgraded to try to fill in my board. I'm probably going to pillage in order to try to fill my board, but I need tiles. I need tiles. I'm not sure I need that many more tiles. No, I do need a lot more tiles, right? I have like a whole other edge to cover, essentially. Yeah. I have this amount of space to cover. This is still 3 by 10, roughly. I need 30 more spaces. I mean, 30 more spaces, fortunately, is not like entirely inconceivable. And admittedly, some of this might have to get turned to blue or might have to get separated by silver. But I can definitely still earn stuff, so that's good. Doesn't seem ideal that the entire border was blue. What do you mean? That's excellent. Blue can touch blue. But yeah. The fourth action, yeah, yes, the four action spaces are better because you actually have ox you want to do. Yeah. You've played this game about 15 times, so not a ton. So many of the ox are just trash and not worth playing. Correct, they are. The occupations really should probably be more impactful. Too many of them are just not important, and that part's really disappointing. Oh, you mean that I have? Yes, I have too many greens in supply, but we'll deal with that. Yeah. Having the border be blue though is very good for me. Like this all being blue is actually very important. But yes, most of these being greens is slightly problematic. But as long as I earn some blues or I just do another upgrade action at overseas trading, it's gonna be okay. Maybe deranged, but like it's actually like where would these greens have gone? Like none of these things can be green. Like this is the only thing that could be green, and why would I rather have it green than blue? Like the way my stuff is spaced, most of this can't be green and have it better off. Like I have a bunch of big tiles, which means that it's a little harder to like fill a lot of green in because you need stuff to space in between. I honestly, I'm gonna be fine. Like maybe there was ways to get it a little better off, but I'm okay here. I am just going to pillage next action. That's going to get me a good thing. Blue did build another house and boat, which does make sense. Yeah, blue building another longhouse here. Although blue can't fill this longhouse at all. Yeah, blue is running out of ways to make points, which is going to be good for me. I should catch up a lot. And the other reason I'm catching up a lot is, again, I do admittedly earn like plus 20 income compared to these players. So like I really am already at like 43 in reality. I probably am winning, but this is the wild part about having live scoring in Feast for Odin. You know, normally I'm not used to that, and it's kind of hard to like estimate points in this game because yeah, you just don't know. There's just so many points. It's really hard. Wow. Garzad's played a lot of his occupations this game, which is fun. Like he's at least been playing Ox, but it's just again, like I just haven't been. I also just haven't been paying attention to what he's doing because it just doesn't matter. The live scoring in both. The live scoring in Agricola is a little more viable. It's a little more easy, I think, to figure out exactly what people's doing. But yeah, Feast for Odin, it's just like it's horrible. Like it's so hard to tell what they're gonna do. How much income am I gonna earn, by the way, at the end of this game? My final income is gonna be 14, 21. I'm gonna earn 39 points off of just income, so that seems good. You'd rather they have an income list? Yeah, we could actually ask for that. Yeah, having an income thing telling them how much income each people is earning would be pretty good. Yeah, being able to see income is good. What was I doing? I'm just gonna pillage again because I'm allowed to. Yeah. Let's hope to actually roll slightly better this time though. 10. Well, yeah, that's good enough, right? We spend a stone and take the 11. I mean, the only better thing we could hope for was a 15, and that's asking a lot. So yeah, one stone here, take the 11. Yeah, that helps quite a bit. Now I can shove that right there. We still need to get some things. Yeah, we still need some stuff, but not much more. This overseas trading will let us put things closer together. So yeah, I mean, we still need tiles. Still need tiles. Still needing tiles is slightly awkward. I could hunt again, but then I need several upgrade actions. But it might be hunting. Hunt, try to get overseas trading, try to get like this upgrade or something. Just taking this action is actually pretty decent right now, and ore and 2 silver is also not a bad action, so I could distract myself, or did that just get taken? No, it didn't. Ore and 2 silver might be good enough. Or even just in the ore and the upgrade. Or nah, I should just hunt first, right? God, hunting's actually not that likely to succeed, though. I'm probably going to be annoyed that I fail hunting again. How else do I earn tiles here, though? How else do I earn tiles here? Well, there's always these craft actions. I've been taking quite a few of these craft actions, but I think they're reasonably good. There is a forge action. Is there anything left to forge? Oh, this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nah, that's pretty bad though. You spend an ore and 3 Vikings. That's really only 2 points of Viking. Yeah, that's pretty inefficient. Oh, I could raid again. I could try to raid for something. Okay. What's actually most important? What's the chance I succeed at this? I have 2 bows and a wood, so the chance that I succeed is about 3 and 4. Let's try. All right, good enough. We take that. Next action is the overseas trade then. We have 4 green goods. Try to turn 4 green goods blue. Then we can try to upgrade this to green. That should mostly fill our home board. We can use a bit of silver to fill the rest. Blue did another emigration, which makes enough sense. But yeah, I mean, blue is actually not competitive here, right? Blue has no goods. Like these earn a little bit of points, and they have a final income. Like, they're having a good game, but they're gonna hit like 120. I guess they have a bunch of Vikings left, but yeah, they're buying a sheep. Okay, I mean, buying a sheep is that's just admitting you've lost. I mean, that's so inefficient. I guess they're gonna upgrade it to fit into their board. Yeah, whatever. I'm not concerned about that. I'm just not. I refuse to be concerned about that in any way. A successful hunt. Yes, we succeeded on the 1 Viking hunting space. It turns out you can roll decent enough to just succeed. Oh, the overseas trade just got nabbed on us though. Slightly sad, but we can copy the overseas trade here. Garzad also has a ton of tiles, but he's at 22. I guess I'm at 23. Yeah, Garzad has a lot of space to fill. He has more space to fill than I do. I guess he has more tiles than I do, but he also has all of this. Although he has boards, and he has a full harbor. He's gonna earn a lot less income than not that much less income. God, I don't know. It's an interesting endgame. I think I'm winning, but I don't totally know. Don't totally know. How many points is all of this? Covering this is about 70 points. And then I said I'm nearly 40 in income. So that should be about 110 more points than where I'm at. So I mean, yeah, like a 130 is pretty good, but might not be quite enough. It probably will be. I'm also getting slightly dangerous 54 minus points there. Isn't it more than 54? Is it really only 54 negative? Well, that's underwhelming. I was hoping it was more than that. $60. Okay. I did say 70, so it's only 60. So then I'm at like mid 120s. Mid 120s is not great. Not great. No, it is not the same. They're different lengths. Our other upgrade action just got taken. Oh, also, there's 2 silver hidden here. Okay, new plan, team. We're copying this action. We're gonna snag 2 silver. We're gonna upgrade this to green, and then we're gonna really hope that nobody else wants this 2 Viking overseas trade. Now, we are getting a bit risky here, because if somebody takes that 2 Viking overseas trade, we're actually kind of dead. We're kind of dead if that happens. So this maybe is a dumb plan, but we're gonna hope that nobody wants this. Oof, RoboQuest could want it. Nah, RoboQuest has enough spots to dump the green tiles. He shouldn't want it. Yeah, he can just put his green tiles on his board. but RoboQuest doesn't really know what he's doing, so he could 2 Viking overseas trade on us. It's possible. Garzad's been putting some stuff on his board. Is Garzad actually filling his home board? Like, he has so much silver, he can always fill his home board by just dumping if he has to. Garzad has way too much food left. Way too much food. This is a bit of the, like, I actually don't always try to get the beans bonus out of my log houses, just because, like, getting 1,000,000 beans doesn't actually, like, beans are awkward to fit into log houses, and then, like, you just don't need that much food to eat on. But Garzad almost certainly is going to try to build another log house, assuming one is left. Oh, there's no log houses left. Oh, that's super good for me. Yeah, that's super good for me because it means Garzad can't build one. And the fact that he can't build one means that, yeah, all of this food stuff, like, he has huge things that could cover these, but he just can't turn this food into points efficiently, which is really good for me. All of this, yeah, I mean, all this fruit is actually from Orkney. This is the other reason Orkney kind of sucks. Like, all this fruit is iffy. You can try to upgrade the fruit if you get enough upgrade actions. I mean, maybe taking this double upgrade or triple upgrade spot is actually good enough for him. It's like 3 triple upgrades lets him turn all of these into big green tiles. That might be good enough, but whatever, we'll see. I think blue is running out of points here. 57. 57. Well, only covering 57 is not what I want to hear. I wanted to hear that I have more than 57 to cover, but I might not. So, yeah, I mean, my score might only be like a 120s. 120s probably doesn't win. But, oh well. Blue just spent like all of the rest of their actions. Okay, I'm no longer worried about beating blue though. Blue does not concern me. Blue has way, like, he's gonna cover up these and then still get some income, but like he has way too many. He has way too much open on his. Yeah, like he has to use this to feed. He has way too many open spots on his log houses for me to be too afraid. Hey, remember how I said Garzad might turn all of his fruit into big things, but via triple upgrading? That is what just happened. He used his action to triple upgrade, so that's cool. We're really hoping to get overseas trading here, and if we get overseas trading blocked, we're in trouble. So let's hope that not trouble. Silver isn't worth anything at the end? Excuse me. Silver is points. Silver is absolutely points. Every silver you have is a point. All that silver's that's why I have points at the moment. I have 40 points. It's already counted in the score, I think, right? I hope it's counted in the score. Yeah, I have 40 silver currently, which is why it thinks I have points. Oh, yeah, I could also just go here to see how many negatives I have, huh? Look at that. Yeah, I have 57 on the home board. We could have done that a lot faster. I guess this is partly how you can estimate people's scores a lot faster, too. You can be like, oh, they have all these negatives to wipe out. But yeah. Yeah, this is slight trouble though. Like really I didn't earn enough points this game really. I really didn't earn enough points on other things, and that could cost me. Like, making sure that you actually do some emigrations and sheds and stuff and, like, raise your point cap can be important. My point cap is essentially how much silver can I have in my supply, and the answer is, like, 70 to 80. But, yeah. God, I still have so much, like, yeah, teeny stuff I can cover. All this ore, at least, can be used to cover up stuff. Turning this stone into a rune stone is still pretty valuable for me at some point. But yeah, I need to overseas trade, then turn my stone in. Maybe I raid again. And then I don't know. I have a lot of actions left, and we got to find points. We got to do this overseas trading. This actually lets us put all of our stuff on our board. It's pretty important to actually fit all of our tiles in. Yeah. But now we can actually put our tiles on our board. Oh, hey, wait a sec. Actually, let's not put that down there yet. Let's. Oh wait, no, yeah. Let's do. Never mind. It does have to be that. Oh, hey, we team, we still need more. Yeah, we still do need more space fill. Still need more space fill. I mean, we can spend a bunch of our ore and stuff, but turns out we can still take slightly more tiles because again, we also still have some stuff we could fit into Baffin a bit. So yeah, more space fill is good if we can manage it. Garzad is building another house. That makes a lot of sense. Again, he has so much food to try to put into a house. Yeah. Okay, so we could still use more space. So yeah, this silver thing is pretty good. Um, it's actually really hard for us to get more space, isn't it? Though that's the awkward thing. Oh, we could maybe double upgrade this still. We could go here, double upgrade these to green. Double upgrade these to green and play a play a 1 point occupation. That's all we could do though. Oh, our silver thing just got taken though. Awkward. Okay. There still is the crafting thing. The crafting thing is still an option now. That might be okay. Cause the board's pretty bad. Yeah, I agree with that though, Lawton. The -2s, that's the one I did argue that a little bit with Gurno, like the designer, because like he thinks they're kind of clever and fun, but I'm like they're just it doesn't matter. Like you earn silver and you can just cover it. Like it's it doesn't matter. Let's try to get lucky on rating. We have that extra stone now. Rating seems good. That's not lucky. That's pretty lucky. Yeah, let's spend this stone and we earn this thing. 8 space tile, yeah. Uh, I mean, it's an awkward ass shape, but we can shove it right here. Then it's really only a 3-point tile. But hey, taking a 3-point action is still okay. More realistically, it probably can fit on our home board, right? We can make this awkward thing work, can't we? And then we buy this tile still. Is that possibly correct? What else do we do for points? We could emigrate. Emigrate in this round is 5 less 7 silver. So we spend 12 points. So it's 6 points and saves me a little food. But I actually have plenty of food. I have tons of food actually. I have extra food, which is awkward. Um, yeah. What do I do for points here? I could just pillage another tile. Oh god, I could actually just pillage another tile. Pillaging more tiles is also actually possibly enough. Okay, this is where I should just try to speed fill my board again now. Um, God, this tile is so dumb. Why did I take? Why did you guys? Why did I let you guys? Or why did I? Why did none of you yell at me for taking that ridiculous tile? It's so dumb. It doesn't fit. Okay, I guess it does fit. But now the problem is like. Well, okay, actually, this is fine. But it means that I don't really need more tiles, right? More tiles doesn't get me anywhere. Because I use these to cover up. Yeah, I can use these to make points. So if more tiles doesn't score me more, then it is emigrate. 3 Vikings for 6 points is going to be good enough. We're up to 86 after that. That seems decent at least. Yeah, 3 Vikings for 6 points is fine. We're at 92 and we earn about 40 income. So the island can use some. Well, so the thing about the island is that while there's negatives on it, earning a tile for this island doesn't really get me much, right? Like at best, I could earn a tile that's like 3 points. Like everything is awkward. It doesn't fit well anymore. So because things don't fit well, I don't think it would have been efficient to try to go for space filling over what I did, which was just that emigration. But I mean, we're about to earn. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna earn 39 income. Um, So, I mean, 39 income here takes us to 131. 131 should win. It's not like a great score, but it should be winning, right? Purple's only getting 15 income, takes him to 100. I mean, that's obviously not a problem. Purple's game actually turns quite a bit worse than I thought. Only 100 is not very good. But I guess this is what you get for like only doing homeboard and not even doing homeboard that efficiently, and then also like taking all these houses and like you should be able to fill your houses a lot more efficiently than this. Like this, I mean, this sheep action was terrible at the end, but even then, like I don't totally know what happened here, but just not enough income and bonuses, I guess. You lost 149 to 150. Wow, that is frustrating. I got 150 last night, but I mean, nobody was close to me. Nobody was doing anything good. Losing 149 150 is rough. Okay, is Garzad beating us though? Garzad's at 115. Oh, Garzad's gonna win. Dang it. Yeah. Okay, that doesn't shock me. I mean, Garzad's game was very good, but yeah, Garzad had enough houses and stuff here to sneak past me. His income is just enough here to win. He's gonna get like a one. Actually, more than just enough. He's gonna get like a 140s. He's gonna have like a 140s game. 140s is very good. Good for him. I mean, he played a bunch of Ox actually too, so which is cool. But yeah, he has all these boats. He filled his boards. His board is filled pretty nicely. And then yeah, oh, and he did mostly fill. He did yeah. He used the late game Tiara strat that I did yesterday, the TDF, where you just it builds up 8 silver on it, so you take it because then it's positive 23 points, and then you just cover the negatives awkwardly like this. Filled in his houses just enough. He still has quite a bit of extra food, although I guess he's eating most of it. Yeah, no, he actually wound up using most of his stuff pretty efficiently. Turned all those fruit baskets into huge things. Cool game from him. Yeah, he gets up to 141 to my 131. Yeah, cool. Good for him. Good win. Good win for Garzad. Well done. Proves the whole Iceland, Greenland, and pillaging is not everything in this game. It's certainly a good mainline strat, but it is not everything. Gotta do other stuff too. So yeah, certainly not. I'm not too sad about getting a 131 here though. But yeah, Garzad winning with yeah. He just did homeboard stuff the first couple rounds, then took Orkney, didn't even super fill it. Did some stuff with houses early and often. I mean, he did. I never used this spot, which is this is a very strong action, and getting some housing going is usually pretty good. I probably just wasn't supposed to go for the 3 boards. Like, keep taking boards and not being able to like instantly fill them is questionable. At the same time, we did get a 131. I mean, that's pretty good. But I mean, we got like a 150 yesterday, right? And Garzad gets a 140 here. Like, I suspect at good tables you're gonna have to get like more like 140s, 150s. So just not quite good enough, but still early. We get quite wow. But yeah, Elo flows early. God, yeah. These are the days. These are the days to try to get that #1 ranking. But yeah, no real shame in losing to that. RoboQuest's very long, but it was his first game. I spent quite a while too, but that makes sense. I did take the most actions. I chose to use my Vikings in ways. Purple used a lot of forest spaces. Yeah. Okay. Well, I was the hunter though. Wow. Like nobody else hunted this game. I did all the hunting. Hunting's very good. Garzad won this game though. Yeah, he had basically uncontested whaling. So I did like uncontested pillaging, 11 raid and pillage actions like nobody else. Garzad basically had uncontested whaling. Turns out whaling's pretty good. And then I mean he actually used occupations. I ultimately I suspect using some occupations is often a good thing. But yeah, I just did not need mine. My occupations just did not do much, but it's okay. Oh well. It's good to get a win. I'm not totally convinced I want to grind my way to a ranking in a Feast for Odin. I kind of do want to grind my way to a ranking in a Feast for Odin just because getting badges early is by far the best time to get them. But I'm kind of reminded after these 2 games I've already played that, yeah, it's a little samey. But we'll see. Maybe I'll grind it. Oh yeah, hey, look, there's Lawton grinding his way up as well. Curious how much Garzet has already played. But the picture doesn't stand out to me, so where is it? Ah, there it is. That's a weird picture. Oh, yeah, he's won all 4 of his games. That makes sense. Wow, won a game with 107 though. That's surprising to me. We need a game with 107. I mean, I get that it's a 3-player, but yeah, these are not great scores. 122 is fine. Like, it's not great, but 107. All right. Well, anyhow, thanks all for hanging out. It was good. I think I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then I might come back and try to play an Agricola. Certainly not at this table though. I'm not doing extra spaces, and I'm more picky. But yeah, I'll probably come back and stream an Agricola pretty soon. I guess I'll create a table while I go do that because none of those tables are the settings I like. But I'll end the stream and I'll just kick off another stream pretty quickly once I come back. It just makes uploads to YouTube and stuff easier. Plus, I can retitle it that I'm playing Agricola. But thanks all for hanging out and chatting this morning. Hope the Feast for Odin goes well for those of you playing. And I will, see people around. Later, everybody.